If you guys are the best in the room, you need to find a new room. Whether that be your friend group, your local competition, regardless of what it is, you're only holding yourself back.
Oh, that's new. Oh.
I'll be the first to say, nobody likes losing, including me. I've been competing in various sports over my entire lifespan. But if you're going out to the range, or going out to the track, or whatever sport you're doing, and you're constantly winning and constantly feeling good about yourself, you're only holding yourself back. You need to be pushing yourself and constantly being challenged by those who are around you. So you need to be going and competing if you're not. You need to be finding people that are better than you, whether that's on the internet, in person, it doesn't matter. You need to be finding people that are pushing you to be better. I used to think I was a pretty decent shooter a couple of years ago. I was shooting with my friends. I was shooting mainly kind of just as a social thing. And it wasn't until I went to my first match that I realized the level of skill that could be obtained with a pistol. I promise you, there's somebody out there that's better than you. And look, losing is part of it. It's a part of competing. It's a part of being good at anything. You need to be bad at something to learn how to be good at it. So you need to surround yourself with people that are doing it at a high level, or at least above your level, so that you can not only learn from them by watching them or talking to them, but also by challenging yourself to beat them. When you guys are training at the range, you need to be missing, right? At first, it's gonna be total misses on target, right? You're gonna be shooting outside the D zone. You're gonna be like, wow, I am absolutely terrible. And I thought that totally at first, and that's because I was, right? We all have to start somewhere. I didn't start shooting pistols until I was out of the military. I had never shot pistols before, so I had gone, 22 years without shooting really any pistols at all, besides, I think, a German pistol for the German qualification. Once you start to get better though, you will be starting, your faults and your misses are gonna start to be at least on target and within the D zone, but it's gonna give you information to tell you what you're doing wrong. And instead of just slowing down and making the target look pretty and everything within the alpha, you making these mistakes and getting things outside the A zone is going to teach you not only about what you're doing wrong, but also your tendencies and identifying those deficiencies when they happen, while they're happening, so that you can fix them on the spot. Don't be afraid to go to a match and fail. Just make sure that you're safe with your firearm. Let that be your first priority when you're gonna head and go to compete, or you're gonna go to the range with your buddies. Make sure that you're being safe with your firearm. I'm not at all telling you guys to send rounds over the range just because you're trying to go fast, or flag somebody, or do anything unsafe. The first priority that you guys need to do when you're going out to the range or going to compete is needing to be safe. When I go to a match and I do well, while it's really nice and it's a good feeling, it doesn't teach me a whole lot. What it tells me is the training that I am doing is working, but it doesn't always teach me what I need to be working on. I learn so much more throughout if I don't do well at a match than if I do well. To give you guys an example, I attended a performance baseline carbine course from Achilles Heel Tactical in Pennsylvania a little while back. I was surrounded by some of the best shooters I have ever been around in my entire life. And all I could do was sit there in awe and watch them at the level of performance which was achievable with basically the same rifle I had. The instructor was using an MCX, just the Spear LT variant of mine, which I have the Virtus. Basically the exact same rifle. And what he was able to do with his rifle was absolutely astonishing to me. I learned so much, not just because of the class, but by watching what was possible with this same equipment that I was using. I had talked a big game to all my friends and family about passing the man card drill from that class, and I didn't do very well, even though I had practiced it hundreds of times beforehand and was very confident that I was gonna do well. But you know what happened? The stress got to me. And that's another thing about competing or going to classes or about shooting with people that are better than you, is you feel this stress, right? And it's the only way that you're gonna get that. And if you think for a second that in a real life scenario, there isn't gonna be a ton of stress on you, you got another thing coming. if you're going to the range, if you treat shooting as just a sport and a hobby, you know, this is your modern sporting rifle, hey, you do you, you do your thing. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I preach. You'll probably never hear that from me. While it is a fun sport to do, I think there's big implications for doing shooting sports and being good with firearms. I think it goes way past it just being a sport or a hobby. But my big thing is, if you're gonna train with things like this and you're gonna be serious about it, be about it, right? Go out and try to be better. Don't just buy this stuff. Don't just throw it in the safe. Don't just say, hey, check out this super cool thing I've got. I've got this helmet that can stop bullets and I put it on for photo shoots. That's not what that stuff is for. This is a serious thing. Go out and be the best that you guys can be. So you guys get out there, train hard, be good people, and trust God. Peace.